Let's go guys, game kedua antara Evil melawan Niflash. Kita lihat aja guys ya.
Benedetta from Diablo, but no, we change the script and we look around it. It is indeed a Benedetta jungle. Oh, sorry, Benedetta Diablo.
Benedetta Diablo.
Benedetta.
Wait, hold
Revitalized?
He's bringing revitalized?
Huh?
No
With concussive blast?
What the heck? Jarang-jarang sih guys. Rata-rata kan Petri ya.
Oh,
Si admin ini kalau lihat bodoh langsung jadi VT TikTok bro. Belum lagi kalau Diablo Benedetta ya. Biasanya kan dia pakai tank juga guys untuk itemnya.
Man, Ken is just dropping double blobs. Diablo is in a lot of trouble, and that's not looking good for the side of NIP Flash.
It is all but just a tickle for the side of Glue. He's not receiving any form of damage, it seems, as he's just sitting right there. Even after all of that plays from the side of Diablo, we've got Glue, which is Ken is just back to full health, full HP already.
Now, Sailor already popped that Purify, so JPL, that's a huge win for him. But NIP Flash, they're being a little bit more defensive. Ken's gonna take this.
They can't do this.
Jumping onto Ken should be able to get on always got free up. Flickers forward, that's going to be a Temples of Blade. Hades picking up first blood onto Ken.
They actually did manage to do it. One thing's for sure, I really thought that Ken would be durable enough to really withstand all of that attacks coming in from NIP Flash, but surprisingly there is still a pretty good sizable chunk of damage that this Link is able to dish out, even though we are only 1 minute and 45 seconds into the game.
Yeah, take a look at the emblems. That's the Witness Blessing as well as the Swift, along with the Tank Emblem and the Concussive Blast, just to help Diablo clear the game a little bit faster, because I know his item is going to be the Thunderbolt first and then going into full tank items, but a skirmish up top.
Shadow Kill already committed to revitalize, keeping Curtisi alive. Oh yeah, it's in the area. Here comes Powerful though to try to join the fight as well. Trying to cut off the escape. That's going to be Curtisi getting knocked out. Ultimate coming off of Diablo. The final slash will be there. And Angela using the ultimate to just get the heck out of there.
I don't really quite see that pressure coming from Diablo, unfortunately, as the itemizations as well as everything else doesn't really quite work.
Eternal Guard lands and land, and also will allow Hades is just using the Temples of Blade to jump away. Boyet now in a spot of trouble.
Boyet digocek.
Diablo on the chase and the
Diablo set satu hit. Diablo nice banget mati.
On this Glue, but hold on, Diablo managed to find
belum guys.
Around the top side. Hades still turns it around, finds the killing experience. Ken goes into split right now. Hades doesn't want to do anything.
Ini guys harus mati dia.
Bring this Glue away on a fun ride. It's such a scrappy fight earlier.
Well, at least pick up what you can, right? Ken's doing his very best, but the fact of the matter is, Sailor walked into the bush where Boyet is, taking him down. Let's take a replay to see what really went down, because the Temples of Blaze was actually hit first before Sailor walked into that bush where Boyet was patiently waiting around that turtle pit.
Unfortunately, it does seem like Evil is having a little bit of a difficulty right off the start, but at least there is something that NIP is looking out for, and that is going to be the initial turtle take.
JPL already burned the flicker already. Now Ken's doing a lot of trouble. JPL, just look at the damage they're coming off of Ken. Here comes Implosion. Oh, JPL as well. Try to slow it down just a little bit. Ken become a killing spree already. Ken, this Glue is just a menace against NIP Flash.
It's going to be much more in the late game. He's just slowly scaling up. Powerful taking a lot of shots, just chip damage for him because he knows he can kite around. The Diablo goes in again.
Trying to look for Powerful right there. The
class.
Stolen by Hades as well. And goes on in. It's going to be Diablo getting possessed by Ken. Boyet still takes him down, but Hades will be able to trade onto Powerful. And now it's going to be Hades onto Ken right here. Sailor trying to up with the damage, but will be a little bit too slow. And Ken goes to the splits and trying to heal by Hades. That's a shutdown. A double kill given overside to NIP Flash.
At this point in time, it does seem like NIP Flash's entire lineup is all about bruising the opponents and giving all of the kills over to the side of Hades. This is what we haven't seen in a long time, as this is where the term hyper carry comes in from. Every single one of NIP Flash, all they wanted to do is just funnel all of that farm over to Hades, give him the kills, give him the kills, give him the kills.
You're taking words out of my mouth. On bottom side, Vanix actually manages to hold his lane against Marky. You know that you're going to be losing a lane against Marky. Why not just pick something else, like a fighter in that Ruby? But to add on to your point, the Lingela combo coming in.
Coming to reap. Marky right here. Goes into the blade. Will be able to find that kill as well. Powerful. A little bit too slow for that fight.
It's a very, very scary combo, especially from Hades, but
Implosion. It hits nothing though. Powerful will be able to get on the way. Boyet goes into the shadow kill. Members on NIP Flash focusing down bottom turret, and that will be one turret crack open very, very soon.
We're currently 5 minutes into the game. NIP Flash have got a pretty nice and sizable lead when it comes down to their economy. And to add matters worse for Evil is the fact that the bottom lane's T1 turret is now taken down. And back to the same thing that we have seen Diablo do all the time, a heavy proxy, just so that he will be able to just kind of get around the map as much as possible, just so that he will be able to put a lot more pressure onto other lanes.
That's going to be Ken. Goes into split though. Ken possess onto Diablo. Doesn't pull that trigger, and that's one ultimate burn away 12 seconds before the turtle spawns.
But Diablo is being such a menace. He's got a Thunderbelt already built up, so he's going to be looking to get a lot more aggressive, trying to build that stacks up to that late game. And NIP Flash, they have
turtle kedua guys ya.
The game, Hades starting things up. 6-0-1 on this lane, and he's already got the Berserker's Fury, so it's going to be a hard hitter.
Yeah, 6 kills into his name, by the way, and Hades right here. This is a very different Hades as compared to game number 1. NIP Flash secures the turtle. No contest from Team Evil.
Due to the fact that typically we'll want to see a Link on the position 1 and having a lot of time, or rather requiring a lot of time to really go online. The way an NIP Flash is playing, it's relatively fair to say that probably at least half of their current lead has pretty much been funneled over to Hades. So it's pretty fair to say that Hades now have got a lot of killing potential as compared to the amount that Boyet has.
Yep. Farming stacks is definitely the way that Diablo wants to play. Implosion onto Sailor. Nowhere for him to run away. Powerful also getting stuck right there. Nowhere to run as well. That's a kick. Trying to delay by Hades with a hard guard. Trying to get on the way, but no. Hades, Monkey, give it a shutdown. And Vanix right here trying to make a play against the rest of the world. Also trying to split onto Marky. Marky already down a little bit low. And Vanix getting possessed by Ken. Diablo going to revitalize. Trying to make sure that Vanix stay alive just a little bit longer. Boy, yet trying to add on to the damage. Vanix cannot try to spare. Ken takes down Vanix. And Diablo will be the last one to walk out of that team fight.
Oh, Ken, you are a menace as he sticks on to the opponents like glue.
Oh, man. He's trying to make a run for it. The final slash.
Buset.
By Powerful.
Diablo.
Man, nowhere for Evil. Nowhere for NIP Flash to run.
They got a little bit too deep. Ken is starting to be a very, very thick and beefy boy. So hard to take down. Such a menace. And he's being a monster in that late game.
Look at the gold lead, guys. It's already going to the favor of Evil. It's equalizing right there. Earlier just now, what was 2K?
Oh, I mean, we're talking about the mid stages of the game, right? This is the point in time where NIP Flash will definitely start to see a dip in terms of their damage potential, while the opponents, which is Evil, they definitely have got a lot more to work out for them.
This is a very big lane swap from Marky. He's already on the top side, so making a beeline down, popping the Xayman Force just to deal as much damage to keep Ken alive. Look at that revitalize from Diablo, though. That was a very, very good consolation prize, trying to keep Vanix alive. But just with that split and just with that possession, just healing everything up. And they're ready for the next fight. Ken's relatively healthy to go in for the second round.
It's going to be really tough for NIP Flash to keep up to this current lead that they have, with Ken being such a menace and it's just an undying glue that just constantly just sticks himself onto literally anyone that he sees. You're gonna have to really watch out.
That's gonna be Implosion. We'll be able to catch on the Powerful. Hades jumps into the air for now. The sword will be there. Vanix taking down Ken for once, and now that's gonna be a little bit helpful for NIP Flash.
You're starting to feel the presence of Diablo, right? Like he's got the off lane, he's got the long lane control. So lane's pushing in on the top side. He's just tackling Marky, doesn't need to do a lot of damage. He's just pushing all of these single target auto attacks onto himself because he knows he can tank it.
Once again, this is another game of attrition as we do have Vanix that's playing as Ruby this time. Not a conventional marksman.
Slice and dice onto Boyet. We'll be able to push him away. Marky goes into Zaman Force. Diablo final slash.
Will
be trying to run away. Vanix has the hard guard as well. And Vanix stepping forward. I'm offender onto 2. Power right here will get taken down by Hades. Hades trying to slash. Flickers will be burned. Ken will be trying to kick
udah pasti dapat lah.
Boyet takes away the Lord. But NIP Flash will be taking away Evil's life. Eternal God from Sailor will be there to try to peel for him. But look at how much time Ken was able to buy.
Tapi
That
satu
definitely
teker
took a
tiga,
lot
guys,
more
ya.
time to kill one of these players, but that is the problem about Nori. That is the thing about NIP Flash, is that they needed time in order to actually kill people.
Sayla mati.
Mid lane already cracked open as well. Hades looking for more, and finally NIP
Sorry,
Flash wrestled the control away from the Evil.
It's a game of sustain, right? NIP Flash doesn't need a huge tank because if JPL can get a setup, that's good. That's all fine and dandy. But if not, then you got the Revitalize. You've also got Cortese, whose heals are just keeping everyone up alive for a second round. They're just always coming back for Cortese to use their healing waves.
At this point in time, I'm just really banking on a lot of damage from the Defiant Sword that Hades have gotten for himself. The amount of gold that he potentially have is definitely still going to be crazy, but with the Lord marching in the top lane.
That's a knock-up onto JPL. Ken zoning out Vanix, unable to join. That's going to be powerful kick. A little bit awkward right there, trying to buy some time. But look at the damage coming out from the Lord. Final blow onto Bayet. Nothing will be done for now, but NIP Flash took a lot of damage up top.
Okay, split.
Well, okay, Flicker.
We'll be able to get back to safety as for now.
A little bit of just gonna poke and prod from inside of Evil. Even they themselves also understand that they gotta have to take some time, right? They can play into the later stages of the game. The one that's really on timer gotta have to be NIP Flash. Although I gotta have to say, I personally am pretty darn curious as to what kind of damage the Vanix can very potentially be able to unleash over to the side of Evil. Even though we always say, oh yeah, Ruby, a tanky beast with a lot of survivability. But remember, when it comes down to Ruby building up some good old damage items like War Axe, all of these damage eventually adds up. The moment that Vanix stays alive for extended periods of time, and I will say the same thing for Diablo's Benedetta, all these will start to matter.
Oh man, he's got 3 damage items, but they're going to contest for this purple buff. Diablo with the electrifying
Diablo,
will be there to try to zone it out. Powerful will be there to kick. Also going to be Italoga. Ken stepping forward already, allowing Marcus to step forward as well. Someone forced lane down. The members of the NIP Flash running away. JPL getting possessed. Gone to Jikundo. By powerful to Diablo as well. But Vanix right now will be able to deal with Marky. That's going to be Hades. Assassinating Marky right now. Sayla needs to run away. Powerful at the same time. The flicker already committed, but Hades can easily chase down. Shadow kill. Tempest Blaze already used to try to deny it over. Fighting for dear life, but Ken slowed down by Vanix, and now NIP Flash back up on top, taking 2 along with him.
Harusnya juga gak mau gegabah, guys, ya.
Up these team fights underneath that turret, they want to desperately take down that turret. Diablo with the Winter Crown trying to keep himself alive. They will take down the T3 top.
Great one when it comes down to the Winter Crown. He was taking a little bit too much damage, especially since he had the aggro of the inhibitor turret. With a simple crown, he got himself out of the way, and as a Benedetta, obviously, you have got quite a lot of escape mechanisms to actually get yourself right out of the turrets.
The biggest downfall of Evil right now is Marky is always split away from the team, and it's got attributed to Diablo using the electrifying blows to keep everyone else at bay. Marky can't catch up with the rest of the Evil Death Ball, and that might be their downfall. As we're going to that Lord, Evil needs to try to find a way to maintain pressure on all 3 waves. As NIP Flash, they can send Diablo, they can send Cortese. It's not a problem for them.
You know, I'm just curious about Diablo going for this tank Benedetta. Technically speaking, it's a Wish.com high loss glorious pathway, right? Using Electro Blow, to kind of slow everybody down in that one small little area, but hey,
but you don't have the movement speed buff, I suppose. But at least you do some very good and mean damage. One thing that you are able to see is the fact that NIP Flash, they are really good at split pushing. With the fact that
look at waves though.
The top lane is just getting completely pushed
out.
That's
pushing though. Team Evil has to try to make something work.
Kurji. Wah, harusnya casternya jangan shock sih, guys. Sumpah. Bisa? Nggak bisa, guys. Wah, harusnya casternya jangan ini sih, guys. Tapi tetap gak denger ya, guys ya. Cuma kan hype penonton tetap denger, bro.
And not only just that, Team Evil took the Lord away from NIP Flash.
Look at the base. It's just a 10th of its original health.
Now NIP Flash needs to brace for impact right here. They kind of did not commit for that one, and now they're going to suffer a little bit right now.
Who would have thunk that an Angela is the one that is threatening your game?
It might have been possible if he sold his fleeting time just to get the Windtalker, just like a Diablo special kind of thing. Diablo 1v1 Boyette. Won't put him out onto anything. Diablo's just clearing that ways by Hades.
Putting all the damage as well. Hard guard would be committed by the side of Curtisi. Hades new jumps all the way in, all trying to defend. Here comes the shadow kill off the bottom lane. Diablo, second skill already, trying to be a little bit immune. Revitalized already. Pop Boy and 1v1 versus Diablo. Final electric blow. Will be able to run away, but Diablo.
Diablo.
Oh my goodness, Diablo.
Oh my god. My god, Diablo. Hades malah mati ya.
Sorry, 3 men for the side of NIP Flash down. Vanix alone to defend this one.
With Vanix and Diablo left from the side of NIP Flash, they really don't have a lot of damage to really work out for them as powerful threatens this game against
Lagi
NIP
bisa clearing minion
Flash.
sih aman sih. Lagi bisa clearing minion aman guys. Pinter. Wah, Vanix mati. Gila Diablo. Diablo.
That's the
Oh,
macro
gila
play that we
Diablo.
want to see. You needed to go in and proxy to ensure that there is no more waves that's just going to be running down to the middle lane. And that
Diablo
buys
yakin,
a lot of time
yakin.
for your team to come back down. Diablo knows that. He will be willing and happy to sacrifice himself just so that they have another shot at this game.
Teriakannya bro, tembus caster.
Everything from NIP Flash. From a peak of 6,000 gold, right now it's tipping into the favor of Evil. And it's got to be attributed to that one play, Curtisi with the base rush, the failed base rush, just turning everything around. The waves are pushing in mid. That's a conceal play.
Diablo, 19 seconds right here. Evil needs to try to make something work right here, and this is the moment. Hades jumps all the way in, down a bit low. Vanix receives a hard guard as well. Zaman Force already activated.
Buset Hades.
Just kills off.
Kok bisa langsung mati guys?
Marky on the roll right here. This is
Gak ada wave sih.
just popping off.
Harapun cuma satu bro.
Bottom lane already broken.
Oke, Diablo aman. Bisa sih.
Two down. Got a wave pushing in.
Trying to push away Marky
Diablo.
as well. Marky is the main problem right here. Diablo
Diablo.
sticking onto Marky. Zaman Force already activated. Electrifiable already committed. Vanix trying to go all the way in. Hard guard already committed. But then again, wait, is that a
Diablo?
blue
Waduh,
on
mati,
Vanix?
guys.
And also Curtisi onto Vanix as well. And now it's gonna be Evil. Clearing it up. Curtisi, the only one left. And Evil.
Nggak ada wave. Kurji.
But there is no minions.
Wah, gila, gila.
My goodness, what is this cycle?
Ayo, ayo kejar, hajar, nice, itu dia bung. Ih, Hades, Hades.
No, don't be greedy.
Jangan sih, mending Lord dah, sumpah.
We can take a seat, boys. We can take a seat.
Take a seat.
Relax, have a breather. It's 21 to 21 kills. Evo still holding on to the economy. The Lord has just popped up. This is a very extended team fight.
Apa itu guys?
Not a good push there. You want to be in
Gila.
right before the Lord.
Wah.
He falls. NIP Flash, now 5 men. They managed to cycle Evo over and over and over again.
Massive
Ambil Lord,
find.
comeback
Onto
bisa
Powerful
guys.
himself.
Kali.
Onto Boyet himself. No more retribution for this one. Looks like an uncontested Lord for NIP Flash unless
Nice.
Ken.
No way.
No, the waves are still pushing in to NIP Flash, to Evo's favor, so they have a little bit more time before Boyet comes up. They do have the high ground on the Eternal Guard. If Salo is able to defend against this, there might be another shot, but Evo has to hold on.
I hear a concealed
Conceal
play
boss.
already. JPL looking for a target.
Udah berdua.
Catching on to Ken and now
Marky,
Marky immediately getting deleted by the side of NIP Flash, and now Hades will be trying to look for more target. Boy coming in just a nick of time. It will be going to Shadow.
Diablo.
Will be targeting onto Diablo, and now the Shadow
Diablo.
really connect onto the damage onto NIP
Nice
Flash.
banget.
And now Team Evo needs to try to defend the kick onto Bandix right here by the side of Powerful. But Bandix will be able to heal everything back up.
Lord marching on the top side, NIP Flash. It's round 2 for them. It's go time.
Here comes the bell. Here comes the dinner bell from the side of NIP
Itu,
Flash.
wah udah pasti NC.
Against Team Evo, 3 members from the side of Evo was still alive.
Fokus N bisa bro.
They brought friends and
GG, GG.
a mega kill.
Wipe out. Keren, 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 keren. Gila, King Benedetta dikasih Bennett guys. Gimana ini A-File?